So we're going to jump into some recognition and some talks about some of the service things that we are doing. We're going to start with the gratitude recognitions that JOYC kicked off last week. Vanessa, are you prepared and willing to do this morning?
Yes, thank you for asking. So over the last week, I thought about the lessons that this pandemic has taught me, and I am grateful for the opportunity to slow down. Given the nature of my business, it's not allowed to be open as much as I would like. This pandemic has taught me resilience and the power of asking for help, and I'm grateful for the time to I have developed friendships and relationships that are deepening or rekindled because everybody has a little bit more time to spend together. So that's, even virtually, it's very nice. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Thank you. Thank you. That's great. Yeah, good thoughts there. I think we all can relate to those opportunities and those challenges. And thank you. And Randy.
Yes, well, I'm grateful for my family, and back in March, went to pick up my daughter in San Luis Obispo and brought her home from college, and she's now 21 and our other daughter 18, so been grateful that we've been able to, the four of us have been together this year, cooped up in the house nevertheless, but it's been nice having us together during this pandemic, and I'm very grateful that my elderly father, who's 87, and my elderly cousin, who's 88, were her closest kin, just had their first COVID vaccine. So we've been really worried about that. We haven't been able to see them. So we'll be able to see them soon after that. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm grateful for, during the pandemic, people have been doing some home improvement. So I'm grateful to Pacific Builders for refurbishing our dilapidated garage. It's now dry, the water flows over it instead of into it, and the little critters are locked out. So it's been that way for like 20 years, and I'm just very grateful to have that. And Pacific Builders did a fantastic job. I'm grateful to live in this community. I mean, this community is just never ceases to amaze me how awesome it is, and our club. I'm very grateful to be a member of the Rotary Club of Arcata Sunrise. And I'm grateful we have a new president. I'm grateful for honesty and ethics in government. I'm grateful that our country is returning to the international stage, engaging with other countries. And I'm very grateful and looking forward to the future of what this year will bring.
Thank you. Lots of gratitude. Lots of gratitude.
Lots of gratitude.
I think people can relate to these things. I think what you've done, though, is you've shocked the heck out of the critters that have had a pretty good run at it for the last 20 years. So anybody who lives near Randy, they may be moving over to you. So,
we found 25 mouse and rat traps that we took out of the rafters and things. I mean, it just was never enough. So it was bad, but now it's really nice.
Yeah, sounds awesome. We have a rat problem here, and I don't mean the band. So I totally can relate to what you're saying, and I have less control over it than you do, but I also don't have to spend as much money to fix it. So thank you. So I think what we're going to do is have each of you choose a person to do this the next time. I don't know if it will be next week or not, but I'll let the people know when it will happen. So why don't you each tap someone on the shoulder that you want to have go next time?
How about Terry?
And Nick.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, guys.
I'm grateful for Terry and Nick too. We'll just add that.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much, you guys. So we did some birthdays last week, but some people weren't there to tell, and now you can tell us what you did on your birthday. Brian P., anything you want to share about your birthday?
We had a great birthday. We cooked an amazing meal at home, and I got to spend some time with family. It's one of the things we're thankful for is normally at this point, having 17-year-old teenagers, you don't get to see that much of them because they're off running around with their friends. And I actually get to see mine a lot, which is kind of cool before they head off to college. And then I haven't had a guitar or a musical instrument in my life for a while. So we went out to the music store and bought a guitar. So that is going to be my post-COVID hobby.
Awesome. And Sophie, I don't think Rachel is here. I made the assumption Rachel is not here. That is assumption based on at the age of her child, when it's asleep, you sleep. So luckily it looks like her child is sleeping, or maybe not. But anyway, Sophie, tell us about your birthday.
Yeah, mine was last week. We just got sushi, takeout, and pie, and just hung out at home. Nothing too exciting.
Well, the fact that you could get sushi and pie, that's pretty darn exciting. Great, great. Well, happy birthday to both of you. Happy birthday to all of our January birthdays, our January babies. And I think we've decided we don't sing anymore because it's so hilarious, but feel free to sing in your heart. I think we already kind of covered this with the committee reports, so I will move along. Oh, backpacks. These are our backpackers this week. So we've got someone on board, I'm sure, for next week. Who's planning to do it next week?
Sarah James is on for next week. Sarah is.
Great, thank you.
Working out great.
Yeah, I just happened to be walking by the Griffin whenever they were finishing up. I don't know why I happened to walk by there. I think it was around 4 o'clock. It seemed like a good time to stop by a bar. So I found them doing this. Thank you, you guys. Do we want to update us? We weren't able to update on the club challenge. Anything, Lori, you want to tell us about what's going on with this?
No, I think we've got about a dozen people. I'm quick trying to open the app and talk about who's in the lead. It is not too late to join. And right now we've got Romy at 32 miles with Ray right behind him at 31 miles. Stephanie at 27 and Joyce at 18. Maggie, you're right behind them. Way to go. Melinda's in, AJ's in, Sophie's in. It is not too late. And some of you have it pending. You requested to join. You just need to go in and accept, and all the miles that you've got since the beginning will be included. And Rebecca, you can absolutely add later. I'll send out some instructions on how you can join. Thanks for asking, Brandon.
Yeah, one thing I recognize in this process is we have runners and we have walkers. And those of you who run are going to get your miles in. I know you're working harder, but you're going to get your miles in a lot faster than those of us who only walk. So I wonder if we should have a walking category and a running category, but because I just can't I can't walk any faster than I walk, especially when I keep stopping at bars. But this is great. It's not necessarily about winning. It's about what you're doing for your body as you strive to compete. So it's fun, and I I was so irritated when I stopped at the bar. I keep bringing this up, but when I stopped there, I turned off my bob, and so I missed the second. I missed a half a mile because of that. So just be aware when you turn it off, you need to turn it back on. Thank you, Lori. And I'm getting tired of the masks I have, and so I thought you might also be in that situation where you need kind of a new year, new mask. So I wanted to remind you that Barbara and others are making masks as a fundraiser for us to bring money to support BIPOC programs, and they're $15, but if you spend $20, you are helping to create a mask for a young person. And just wanted to remind you what some of the material looks like. They're pretty cool. I bought 3 of these and gave them all away. So I am now going to buy one for myself. But I wanted to remind everybody that those masks are still there, and they're so beautiful and so nice that take advantage. So I think we're ready for the raffle. I'm trying to give you some good luck today.
Yeah, so the big pot today is $115 plus a $25 gift certificate to Kinetic Coffee, thanks to Charlie Jordan. And we'll see who the big winner is today. Oh, it's Craig again. Let's see, Craig plays every day, every time, so that's why he wins. Him and Dick, they play all the time. Oh, good job, Craig. So we'll send that money to you through Venmo, and next week will be $20, and you'll have some extra cash for the Final Friday next week.
See, it worked. I bet Craig looked at this and he said that to himself right before his name was called. Of course, all of you said it and your name wasn't called, so yeah, it makes no sense. But anyway, congratulations.